this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Amir Khan, weighed in at 66 kilos even, 174 centimeters tall, with a reach of 180 centimeters. And he'll be facing Dalton Thunder Smith. He's 176 centimeters tall with a reach of 178.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
And it's the king, Amir Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come. Dalton Thunder Smith, fighting out of the Steel City of Sheffield, United Kingdom.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Sheffield, England, an English super lightweight title holder, Dalton Thunder Smith.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Defense is not an option for these two. Back and forth they go. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That counter shot lands. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
You'd like to see more jabs. They block the uppercut. Nope, that uppercut does not score. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
That right hook catching air. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Breathe. Just get your breath.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Missed him with that uppercut. A perfect counter lands. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They miss with the jab. Couldn't land that jab. Hold everything! There it is! A game-changing shot! You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
That was a tougher fight, and he's going to great work. I love that. The jab slick. Just keep him on the first minute. Stick him on the end of that jab, and then just start gathering your pace. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your minds on the job. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Out there, let's reset. Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right? Again, don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Get this boxing back together. You can't listen. Right.
Let's get it started in round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Caution is being thrown to the wind. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. And he just misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bowen.
Nice round. Good round.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both men step back for just a moment. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Jab does not score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
On to the fifth we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're both trying for a knockout. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter shot. Oh, what a punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Getting your top and then just start gathering your pace, win this round back. Taking a few body shots in there, bury it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and then breathe when you're stepping around.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out.
Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
You be focused, don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him those free shots.
Put him back on him this round. Get out there and switch on.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Get your focus back.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on end.
On to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That jab doesn't find a home. Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. It's bombs away. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
That was a bad round, guys.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your minds on the job.
Start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so we can't figure...
You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus.
Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart.
Get your shots off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the rounds.
Great one. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Round it. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there.
Let's for one shot at a time. Set him up. Take
Time
him
winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter shot. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to...
Oh, my God, Johnny! This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. How did they not go down?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Khan in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good man, good man. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off.
Gaps will appear. You're getting your time in already. Right hand's beautiful.
Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
Come on, straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused.
Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you must
stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him those free shots.
Take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute. Stick him on the end.
Still landing your power shots. Good work.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Good work. Getting your time in already. Right hand.
Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He misses with that jab. An uppercut does not score. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's a counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A lot of effort being exerted here. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Get back out there. Needs to win this round. Get your mind back. It's
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
get your shots off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the rounds, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Switch on. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. And I don't want you to...
Now it's a tougher fight and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready.
Start gathering your pace. Win this round back. Take away that confidence.
Go out there and finish him.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep...
And there's the bell for round 9. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Dalton Smith on his way out, it seems. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, it's just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nope, that hook won't score. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Amir Khan is rocked. And down he goes. What an upset this could be as Khan is down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
I'm happy I like that round. Good work. You were thinking, the jabs were in the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost, don't worry about it. Great. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great. Forget about that round. It's a bad round, alright? But we don't care. Go out there and win this next round. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Defense on end and think about what you do. Good work.
Round, you had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so he can't.
You've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and
Let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible move.
Calmness. Great. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
This is the 10th. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The jab not finding its target. What a punch. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! And down goes Amir Khan! And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
I need to see that again.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two fighters are made for one another. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. That's it. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.